Okay, now we will move on to the practical of how to import data from a text file, or how we can get write data or create a file of script from a Python script. Now, first thing we have to do is, it is a part of Python Pandas, so we have to import a package called Python Pandas as PD. Now, after that, df is equal to pd.read table. Now, I have used this read function. Now, read function, C users desktop one dot data delimiter white space names as the name of the columns I have given, and run this program. So this is my output. Now let me move to the main thing which we have to do. Now this is a program to show various ways to read and write data in a file. Friend, this is very much important for us, right? I will start with, like, I have taken a file 1, and this is the open function which I am going to perform. Now open function is used to open the file. one.text. Now one.text is the name of my file which is stored at that location. And what I have to do, as access modes are there, I have to write my file. So a list is created. This is Delhi /n. What /n will do? /n will put the next thing automatically to the next line. /n is placed to indicate end of line. It means the end of line is there. Now this is Paris, this is London. Whatever you want to add, you can add here. Now my next operation after this is file 1. Means on this file I have to take write function. What I have to take? I have written hello and then printed next line, end of the line, right? Then there is one more function we have used, write lines. Write lines means we have now instructed our file to write these lines one by one, and we will have our answer. Now if we want to change the access mode, now there are 6 access modes we have studied. If we want to change the access mode, then we have to use .close function. What it does, it closes the access mode, or it allows to change the access modes. Now let me repeat. I have taken a file 1 in which I have opened my text file with the access mode as write only. Now I have defined a list in which my values are there. This is Delhi, this is Paris, this is London. It is up to you. You want it as end of the line or not. So if you want end of the line, you can place /n. Now write file 1.write means I have to write hello and the end of the line. And the next thing I have to do is write lines, means I have to instruct that yes, you now a Python script can write it, and then to change the access mode, right? This is the first step. Now the second step, file 1 is equal to open. 1.text, open is used to open a text file in Python with the help of Python. Now r plus is used for read and write both. R plus is used for read and write both. So r plus is for read and write. Now if I have put read and write, what I am doing, I have written the files, and now I want to check what I am going to do with the files. So I will put read and write. Now the output of read function is, now we have applied read function, file 1.read. So what it does, we have applied read and write operation. First we are reading the file, then printing it. Okay. Now the next step is file 1.seek. It means seek takes the file handler to the nth byte from the beginning. Means it starts like your index number, it starts counting 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and whatever number or digit you have provided, it will take us to that particular location. Now again, output for read line function is this. Now file seek is 0. So now to show difference between read and read line. Now friends, print, there is a certain difference between read and read line. Okay. Now print file 1.read. I have entered 9, means it will read up to 9th one. So read line, it will read up to 9th one. So let me do one thing. First we will run the program and then see the outputs. Okay. From starting, yes. This values I have provided hello. This is Delhi, this is Paris, this is London. Here we have provided /n. /n is used for, look, /n is used for end of the line. So end of the line, each line is individual in itself. Now we have written the hello after that. So hello is there at the top. Now write lines. For write lines we have having the option. Now moving on to the R plus. Now the output of read line function is this. Output of read function is hello, this is Delhi, Paris, and this whatever we have provided as read for us. Now output of read line. Now come to the read line. File1.seek. It is just printing hello because file seek is 0. So 0 means the very first whatever the values are there. So very first index value is hello. So it will provide it hello. Means read function will read all and read line will read particular. Now if I will write read 9 function is hello. Now it has taken hello and th means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up to 7 and 1 white space 8. So it has taken these characters, and in read line it will be only hello, as it will not take the incomplete words. Now output of read line function is this. Now if I will use only read line with let me move further. This read line is that I have provided nothing, so it will print all the data in the same format as provided in the question or the script. So this is the difference between read line and read function, and after that we will close the file. So friends, this is about read. 4 functions we have studied here: read, read and write, write, write and read. Now let me move on to the next one, which is append and write mode. Now what is the difference between append and write mode? In write mode, if existing file is there, the data is truncated and overwritten. But in this file we don't have these kinds of things. So now append will add to the end, and it will not truncate the previously written data. So file 1 is equal to open 1.text, L is equal to this is Delhi and all that. Now difference between write and this is write mode. I have written the values. Now I want to append my values. Append means I have to just move on to the next, means the last value I have to add. So today I have to add, and where we have written that in the previous example I have written this R plus, look this simple write, so it has appended to the it has taken to the first place. Now it will take to the last place. Why will append today dot close. Now in the next, what I have done, I have used the write operation, read operation to read a file. Output of read lines after appending file 1 dot read lines, file dot close. Now let me run it for you first. Output of read lines after appending today, right, of this is today because my file dot text does not contains any data. It is created by default. Okay, and where it is created, let me show you. Where is my Tho folder? Now let me show you where it is saved. It is saved in my folder called Thoni. In Thoni I have taken Pandas. There you can look my file. This is the file. Now let me open it. Today this is the same thing as you are having here, today and today. So I have not created a file. This file is created automatically when we are doing append or write function, and we have this. Okay, now so meeting with now this is append function coming to the right. This is for the write function. Now open dot, I have taken access mode as write mode. Now here the access mode is write mode. So file 1 dot write tomorrow. Now instead of today I want to run tomorrow. So file 1 is equal to my file dot text and read I have taken. So the answers will be today and today, because read line will do what? Will take only the values which are appended at the last, because it is the write function and write function cannot be appended. So let me just revise it for you. What are the access modes and what are various things? So let me come to the point again. Import pandas as PD for simple just receiving a file. We will use R function, and the thing we are having. So now one dot text delimiter space is equal to true, names is equal to DEC. So it will read and take the column as the value. We will run it again. These are the values. Now I will take to this the program to show read and write functions. This is very important, as you have to this will be asked in your board exam every time you are going to appear, or every time you are going to have some mock tests. So program to show various read and write data in the file. File1 is equal to open one dot text word write. This is Delhi, this is Paris, this is London. Now I have written hello. Hello will be at the start of the my document. Write lines and close. Now I have used this read and write function. So you have to learn these access modes, read and write functions. An output of read function is file1 dot read. The output of this is this. Now the output of read line is this. So we are having several outputs. Now let me again move to the access modifier so that we can revise access modifiers and revise whatever we have done to extract. Now it is your work to perform it at your home or at your PCs. Now access modes govern the type of operations possible in the open file. I am repeating again this thing. It refers to how the file will be used once it's opened. There are 6 modes: read only, read and write, write only, write and read, append only, append and read. Now read only, open text file for reading. The handle is positioned at the beginning of the file, as we can suggest that we are going to read the file. If it does not exist, raises input output error. This is also the default mode in which the file is open. Read and write, open the file for reading and writing. The handle is positioned at the beginning of the file, raises input output error if the file does not exist. Now write only files, open the file for writing. Now in this we have a great option that if the file does not exist, then it will create file in the same folder as your IDE is existing. Read and write, open the file for reading and writing. For the existing file, data is truncated and overwritten. The handle is positioned at the beginning of the file. Now append only, open the file for writing. The file is created. If it does not exist, the handle is positioned at the end of the file. The data being written will be inserted at the end after existing data. Now append and read, open the file for reading and writing. The file is created. If it does not exist, the file is positioned at the end of the file. The data being written will be inserted at the end after the existing data. Now let me move on to the next thing, which is create a data frame from CSV. Now friends, how you have to save a CSV file. Now let me show you. CSV files are nothing but the Excel files. Now let me do one thing. I will copy this data, right, and open, and will open Excel. Now how to save a CSV, create a CSV file. I am showing you that. This is the data I have taken. Now you don't have to do anything. Just save your file. Now here you can see how you can save your files. Now there are various CSV Macintosh, CSV MS-DOS, but we are using the Windows, so we will use comma delimited. We are dealing with the comma separated values. So I will click on that. Now I will save it on desktop, a file named is that test. Okay, so these are the options it is asking from me. I will say no to everything. Oh sorry, I will not say no to everything. Okay, now let me check whether my CSV file is there or not. First we have to check that our CSV file is there or not. I have written test. This is test. Now let me open it for you. Look, there is a data which we have pasted. Now how to check the file is CSV.csv is the extension of the file. Now let me again move to the pandas. Suppose file name is contains dat, import pandas as pd, data is equal to pd.read underscore csv and file name. Now the next thing is I will talk about the CSV. A CSV means comma separated value, stores tabular data in plain text. Each line of the file is a data record. Each record consists of one or more fields separated by commas, that is the columns.